r/AskReddit. What's the stupidest lyrics you've heard in a mainstream song? He make my pussy sing up like it's Mozart. Nicki Minaj. I don't think he was famous for being a singer. Right? I like how this is a detail you can't stand. Anyway, I think we met in the sky / when I was a geisha and he was a samurai / somehow I understood him when he spoke Thai. Another lyric by her. Geishas and samurais are both Japanese and have nothing to do with Thailand. Like, at all. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. The Shakespeare of our time. My new eyes yellow. She blow that Ike like a cello by Lily HT is by far the dumbest thing I've ever heard in a song. A quote from the man himself. Okay, let's stop for a second. Before you come at me, I'ma let you know. I'ma blame Miranda. Because he listened to that song many times and he allowed me to say that. I guess for a second, I thought a cello was a woodwind instrument, and it is not. And nobody ever said it. Nobody ever pulled up a pick and said, hey man, I don't know if you know what this is, but it ain't that. I ducked up. I thought Squidward played the cello. He don't. That's a flute. I ducked up. But it do sound good. Bonus laughs because Squidward plays the clarinet, not the flute. I love Lily HT, he's such a goof. You have to admire the self-awareness of the man. I wanna see your peacock. Cock. Cock. Your peacock. Cock. Your peacock. Cock. Cock. Your peacock. I wanna see your peacock. Cock. Cock. Your peacock. Cock. Your peacock. Cock. Cock. Your peacock. This reminds me of Make My Bubub Bounce. Make it bounce now. It doesn't get much better in the verses. Words are mislead. Such a tease. Wanna see the show now? In 3D. A movie. Heard it's beautiful. Be the judge. And my girl's gonna take a vote. Come on baby, let me see what you're hiding underneath. Earth. Water. Fire and dirt. Duck in magnets. How do they work? They even say they know who to ask for an explanation, but choose not to. There's a song on the radio right now that I think is supposed to be a Rexy/love song, but the guy says something like sweat dripping down my dirty laundry. That's a disgusting visual, and there's nothing exy about it. Who wrote this nonsense? So it's Niall Horan who is Irish. Me and my mum's theory is that without his Irish mammy, Niall doesn't do his own laundry and thus must have X on all the dirty clothes that he refuses to wash as it has piled up. Hope this helps. Somehow worse. Guxy gang 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 guxy gang. Excuse me. Show our rap savior. Lillian Pumpernickel some respect. Lil Pump is a child prodigy. At a mere 3 years of age, he was able to fully master the English language. When he turned 5, he enrolled at Hamburger State University. There, he earned his bachelor's degree in lyrical composition with a concentration in mumble rap. By 6, he had mastered calculus and started writing PhD level academic papers. While he struggled a bit with integral calculus, he figured it out through dedication and hard work over almost 23 minutes. In one of his papers, he addresses a mathematical application of music that transcends human logic, acting as the spark for his music career. But before he could start on his journey to musical stardom, he resolved to finish his PhD. By 8, his intellectual capacity had exceeded that of an average 28-and-a-half-year-old. Realizing his prodigious growth, Lil Pump thought he should spend some time in self-reflection to get a better grasp on what he could expect of himself in future. So, he went to the Himalayas for 7 years to find himself. There, he interacted with 35 yetis and managed to convince the Hindi god, Shiva, to add him on Snapchat. After returning, Lil Pump kept his accomplishments secret, so people won't make a big deal out of them. He's always been the modest type. Finally, he started his music career, having attained the status of a superhuman entity. Nothing he has recently said seems to be comprehensible. Coming to your question. No, he did not drop out of Harvard, but that's irrelevant. Continuing with his story, his recent hit, Guxy Gang, is a work of art that scholars at top institutions around the world have failed to decipher. Lines from that lyrical masterpiece such as Guxy gang 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 and Mappy Luddy cocaine have felt academicians puzzled as to their true meaning, with 17 Harvard professor having committed suicide after realizing their relative inferiority as compared to the God man himself. I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs. You'd think if you were the one writing the song, you'd at least give yourself more than 10% love from them. He stated himself on Twitter that each lightning bug hugs him 1,000 times each, for a total of 10 million hugs. When your squad roasting you, and you gotta back up a little. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk? I'ma get you drunk. Get you love drunk off my hump. My hump my hump my hump my hump my hump. My hump my hump my hump my lovely little lumps. What does that even mean? No one knows what it means. It's provocative. It gets the people going. But we kick them to the curb, unless they look like Mick Jagger. This has to have been written by someone who has not seen a recent photo of Mick Jagger. Even as a young man, he was never exactly known for his looks. Mick Jagger is purely used for rhyming purposes. It is part of a conspiracy to keep Jagger in the news. He is the leader of a dark cabal behind the modern music industry. Thunder. Hear the thunder. Lightning. And the thunder. Clap clap. Now just repeat that 5,000 times. Thunder carrot carrot THUNDA. My favorite whenever this thread comes up. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time, Van Halen. Why can't this be love? He's not wrong though. Look. What you just made me do. What you just made me do. What you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. For whatever reason. The worst part of that song to me is I'm sorry. The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Because she's dead. Taylor said, nothing you idiots. Taylor's dead. She's locked in my basement. You a stupid hoe. 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 Yeah you a stupid hoe. 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 Yeah you a stupid hoe. I get it cracking like a bad back. I talkin' she the queen when she looking like a lab rat. I'm Angelina. You Jennifer. Monish. You see where Brad at. This is my karaoke song and I know every word. Is it possible to feel ashamed and accomplished at the same time? If you can pull off the rap, it's impressive. Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. After all these years I still can't process the stupidity. It must be me. This has always bothered me. Are Shakira's breasts secretly rocky and jagged with snow on top? That ain't snow. You look so perfect standing there. In my American Apparel underwear. Of all the brands to name drop, you chose the one with the least sexy name, since Hydrox went out of style. Am I the only one that thinks wearing someone else's underwear is weird? I mean, one of my ex-girlfriends liked to wear and sleep in my boxers as long as they were clean. I don't think it's weird as long as they're clean. I forgot the name of the song, but it has the lyrics shush girl. Shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. This is definitely a low point in the history of American music. Okay, but the thing is, that song contains the lyric tell your boyfriend, if he says he's got beef, that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't ducking scared of him, and that line is pretty brilliant, so I think the song is pretty even. If you didn't make this lyric your screen name on MSN at one point, were you ever really even in high school? I refuse to put the words into the universe, but Bon Appetit by Katy Perry is about as subtle about eating pussy as a sledgehammer to the skull. The lyrics would make Lil Kim blush. Just looked up the lyrics. And really, it is pretty tame. A lot of innuendos. Nothing like Nicki Minaj though. Okay, I get it. Let me think. I guess it's my turn / maybe it's time to put this pussy on your sideburns. If the pussy in on your sideburns, something is wrong. Mo bounce. bounce, 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 bounce in the third akin house. Mo bounce in the third akin house. Bounce, b bounce, bounce, mo bounce, mo, mo bounce, b bounce, bounce, bounce in the third akin house. Mo bounce in the third akin house. Bounce, 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 bounce in the third akin house. Mo bounce in the third akin house. Bounce, b bounce, bounce, b bounce, bounce, b bounce, bounce, bounce in the third akin house. Bounce, mo bounce in the third akin house. Not the stupidest, but the repetitiveness in this chorus is brain damaging. The best part is I'd say 8-year-old kids crumping on front of cars, then suddenly a shot to her twerking her ass on camera. Just what the duck. I think she knew people were gonna jack off, and she didn't want that. But I'm fly like an ostrich. Do we tell him? If I'm not mistaken. Wasn't that the point? He's stating that he's being clumsy. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can watch together.